Okay, to prepare a lift chart, so what we have to do is to sort. See, this example is what Boston. Boston housing data, right? So why the target is MEDV, median value of the houses. Okay. So we have here using the model. Okay, so the model was developed using the trained data, and using the model we have calculated y hat values. Okay. Now this is your validation data set. Okay, so in this validation data set we calculated y hat, and we have already sorted this from largest to the smallest in descending order. We already have it in descending order. Okay, we did that last time. Yeah. But just let's go ahead and do it again, just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to copy, paste. So do copy and paste here, right? So we have y and y hat. Okay, what we need to do is to sort this. Looks like this is well, yeah. Okay, we need to sort this by y hat. So we have to sort this by y hat. Okay, and you have to do this from largest to smallest. Okay. So now that is done. Okay. So now you see that y hat also starts from the largest value and goes down to the smallest value, but it's not exactly like y hat. There are some places where it goes up and down. For example, here from 44 it goes down and then up back again. So there is some deviation with respect to y being in descending order as well. So now we have to do, well, this should be cumulative y, not y hat. So we do a cumulative y. So cumulative y will be what? How do you compute cumulative y? Okay, well, you can do it several different ways, but the easiest way is to sum from there, okay, to there, right? W7 to W7, except that you make the first W7 absolute reference. So now if you copy, you'll always, the sum, range of the sum will always start from W7, it'll go down up to whatever row it is, right? So that is your cumulative y. Okay. Now this is your benchmark where we have y bar. Okay, so now what you're saying is that we're going to use y bar for each row as prediction. So we need to first find the average of the y's. Okay. So that's our y, that's our y bar, right? Now we need a cumulative y bar. So first one is just y bar. The second one should be, you have to add the y bar to that. So you take the previous one and add, okay, y bar again. So make Z4 absolute reference. Okay. Now that formula will give you, well, wait a minute. I guess I needed Y bar. Okay, so let's have a column for just Y bar. Okay, I think I need it for the next graph. So we will just do that, and then we will do a cumulative. So cumulative would be sum from there to there, except that Z7 should be absolute referenced. Okay. So now for lift chart, we have to plot that as one line and that as one line. Okay. With the case number or observation number on the x-axis. So we need to have observation number like that. So let's have a running series of number. So go to the bottom and then back up. Okay. So how do you fill a range of cells with running series of numbers? How do you do that? Do you know? So you need to get it started, yeah, and then highlight the range into which these series of numbers should be populated, and series. And this will work for, okay, so column, this will work for several other things too, okay, like for example, so if you do start like that, okay, and then you make a plus, and like you are copying, if you drag, that will give you a series of numbers, and you can do this for, suppose you have, I think it works for months, okay, like that. And then, of course, I think it works for that. And I think it works for, let's try this and see. No, it doesn't work for the letters of the alphabet, huh?
If you put C over here, because what you're doing is copying.
Yeah. I don't think, I think I've tried this. I don't think it works for the letters. Yeah, it does. But it'll work if you have like A1, right? Then it'll work. Okay, for number, okay, so if the last character is a number, then it will work. But anyway, we got sidetracked here a little bit, but that's okay. So now what we need to do is to plot that and to highlight a disjointed range. What do? You need to control, you need to press control, keep it depressed, and that would help you. Alright, so now you do a line graph, alright. So now we can include the already filled in the case numbers by itself. So anyway, okay, so now you say lift chart for med V can add access titles case number, and this will be, y-axis will be what, cumulative. Well, we really don't need a cumulative dollar value. Now this legend doesn't work, and that's because y hat is, y hat will, uses a different font. So maybe it's better to just simply type it. Y hat. Okay. So now it'll legend. Okay. So the more the separation between your baseline and your predicted cumulative y based on ordering the observations with predicted y, okay, more the separation, the better the model.